outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Under 10, slow. Z.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. To throw, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You got the injury thing to pop up?
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to put it away. Jabril Peppers, he's deep for Cleveland.
It didn't pop up.
No, it just said somebody was injured.
Oh, shit. Get the ball.
This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns can take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range.
More time.
They changed the mentality this go around.
Might even put
I don't think it
Mayfield
changes
up.
much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
Oh, come on.
These
niggas ain't big like that. Oh, that was one of my niggas that got hurt. Well, it don't matter. You got a big nigga that got hurt. Nobody really knew.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Taylor again.
Oh! How did that work out? Oh my fucking God! Seriously? God, that's crazy.
It's unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback that gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Cleveland Browns, boy. That's Cleveland Browns, baby. They're still playing Browns football. That's the man thing. We hold on to it? Yes, we held on to it. 4th and 1, y'all.
They're still stuck. The yardage is short, and it's 4th down. Here we go. fourth down with Taylor.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Come on, y'all. We just gotta get 505 passing yards. That's all we gotta do.
They convert. Taylor.
Woo! That's a crazy bullshit. How he know the ball was coming?
That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
Who was that anyway? Who's 47? Jerry. Niggas don't even know who the fuck he is, man.
He's a former special team.
Incomplete pass on first down.
Okay, he's working his way up in there. Okay. What's that? What's that?
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Yeah! Good thing you ain't blitzing.
Gets us into territory across the 40. Back with Charles Davis, separating gone from the Broncos with a ball to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, this is an obvious deal.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come back out.
Got him.
Wow.
Johnson was the intended receiver.
Wow.
And it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback. Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
But yeah, that's what I was telling Dre. Like, you see how much harder it is to score?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive.
Like, they made the defense much more immersive this year.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor.
Oh my God! Catch that in! Jeez!
This time, we'll go after the 42-yard line. The big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week. You don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their own years. Going back to when they were running football, and it didn't always play defensive lines. Someone actually handled the football, and you can see the flash when he grabbed that one. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not much happening there on first down. Thought there might have been a hole for a split second. Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. Winston to throw on 2nd down. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver for the year ago. It's a first down. A lot of tight ends use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he did some dance classes in his background with his footwork. Wentz now on first down. Leads it to a Johnny. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. That's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball. Had the completed pass for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Wentz.
Nope. Nope. Gotta catch the ball for it to be a touchdown, bro.
Secondary's really been contesting every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, right there, it's good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Two tight ends.
On play action. It's Wentz. He finds Ajayi.
Alright. 4 from 3. What's he gonna do? Yeah.
Field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
He gets. Oh, damn.
Second round pick, baby.
Damn.
Second round pick.
12. Well, they deemed it full time.
Good. Put that bitch move on there.
Yards to
That's
pick
right.
up the first.
Field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that. It's good to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one. They kind of rub their nose in it. Throwing on first is Wentz.
Come on. What?
Dallas Goedert, a 12-yard touchdown.
Got work.
Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
The Eagles team didn't have enough weapons. Now you throw the rookie Dallas Goedert to the mix. Makes a huge impact with his size, especially in the red zone. He comes through right there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good. Back say, well, you know, get a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way to get it done.
And he rifles it complete. And a pretty move there. Nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup. Second down. So second in inches after that first down completion with just shy of the marker.
He comes on. I need one time in the pocket, bro.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence.
Dude, that guy never getting open. That guy getting no time in the pocket.
Every snap, another nice job there forcing the completion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. The contact made the ball free and brings up 4th down.
What?
Normally, I'd say this would lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it. Coach already made that decision.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter. So in their territory, they only need a few inches.
I can't. No!
Oh, what you do? What
God,
you do?
man.
Hit the PlayStation button, yo. Just hit the PlayStation button. Now hit circle.
They'll indeed
Wow! Oh, you a cheater, yo! Oh my God, you a cheater, yo!
He was right there to begin with, so what the fuck? That's why he's doing different shit.
Receivers do. In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, here's
Man, he's supposed to fumble that jump. Jeez.
in there to drop for his second sack now here tonight. Now Wentz throwing on second down.
Thank you. Thank you. Get up, get up, go.
Picked off the 18. To take over right there. That's the 22-yard line.
That was that karma. That old bullshit you pulled off on me, man. That was the karma.
Look to rumble the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, brother.
Here you go, Bradley.
8-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back for those first two selections of number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke up a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
This time Taylor will throw. And he'll be out of bounds.
There you go with this one again.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Halftime rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, baby. You almost there, Callaway. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Okay.
66 yards.
66 yards, man.
Hit the extra point. As a former DB, you might not see that from a receiver's perspective. Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
I don't get no arrow.
Because once he took off,
Yeah, okay.
let's face it, that should have been done in big sky country. He's speed limits out there, and he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Let's see if he's going to try to score, play conservative.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know why he got that number on the
Philadelphia
field.
ready to get going
rat
on offense
to him.
again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Hit him! Are you serious? Wow. What the fuck? Oh my God! So he's just a statue of liberty. He can't be tackled. That's right here, man.
And he went out pretty well the rest of the day. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has absorbed the contact, and as a result, never hold on to the football.
Beautiful.
Wow.
This is going to be caught. And now
Wow.
this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As there'll be a chance to talk it over
That's
after
crazy.
picking up the first down. first and 10. Here's Wentz.
Nope. Nope.
That was going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they step back. I think that's what you need to do to keep it off guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass here,
unstoppable play.
and 10.
One time for old time's sake.
Back to the outside second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right.
Yeah. Where ain't gonna shoot him? Where ain't gonna do it?
There on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought we were going to get to it, but instead, he flipped it on his ear, and then took positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Wentz. This is the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some trouble.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's got a little rust on him. Running good plays, but just can't walk away from the game and jump back in and get 5
just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you really netted very much yardage if you got the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance.
Ooh, triangle to catch the pitch.
That's right by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Taylor.
Wow.
Down he goes. Chris Long. In there to
Normally we would talk about this more basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
The interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Third and long against Taylor.
What? Come on. That ball was supposed to go right over his head into the other man's hands.
We kept counting yardage on that one. That was truly a third and a mile, wasn't it?
I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
I knew you were going to fucking do this shit.
And he threw a pass.
No! I knew you were going to fucking do that fucking shit. When I see it at the bottom of the left hand, it's around the corner, right? I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Here's the time. They're going to get it with 8 seconds.
All right, making a break for you now. You're going to go for the 57-yarder.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense swan out half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit, as they say, fire away from long distance.
Yo, made it. What the crap? Even after all. Oh, he missed it. How did he miss it? How did he miss it? It didn't curve.
When you attempt a long field goal, if you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Oh, short. Oh, okay.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Man, I'm way back. Holy no.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Flushed out right.
Oh my God, Tyrod. What the fuck?
He's over.
What the fuck was that, yo?
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies on trying to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll wind up with about
They need a running back, man.
Let's talk a little football one-on-one here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first
I don't know what I'm going to do with my car, yo.
Between second and fourth.
It's going to cost like
$1,700 for the tax inspection. Tax expired.
What's your...
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Taylor throwing on third and long. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Taylor. Dancing to his left. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. To throw, it's Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They run with a Johnny. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Wentz on third down, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Taylor. Forced out to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here's Taylor. He's got a man. It's Chad Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Browns on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first is Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Taylor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 30 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
82, 82. Here we go. 180. Black, come on.
Here's Wentz to throw. And it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Taylor on first down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Slow.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Going with their tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here's Carson Wentz now and the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need, that wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they've probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you got a chance to be a hero in this one. guy sets you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice. That's how he's going to approach it.
And now on the sideline, everyone stay away from the kicker. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An Eagle first down, wins to Ertz. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On the ball. Down and man inside. Down and man.
He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmare. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are... This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.